This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Welcome to News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. It's Wednesday, November 3rd. Well, police and medics are on the scene right at this time of a two-vehicle non-injury crash on Highway 160 and Postal Road. Traffic is being diverted around that scene, and we'll bring you more information on that accident on tomorrow night's broadcast of News 25. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating a person suspected of robbing a woman this morning outside of Bank of America here in town.
Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to Bank of America around 10 a.m. Wednesday. A woman says she was robbed while using the walk-up ATM on the east side of the building. The Sheriff's Office has identified the suspect as William Allen Franklin. He was last seen driving a 2008 white Toyota Tundra westbound on Highway 372. That vehicle bears Nevada license plate 943G40, and the Sheriff's Office says that vehicle has been reported stolen. If you have any information as to the whereabouts of Franklin, you're asked to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000.
And a two-car accident this afternoon sent one person to the hospital. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Chief Scott Lewis describes what happened.
Pahrump Fire Rescue is dispatched for a report of a two-vehicle accident with injuries on Basin Road. As we arrived on location, we found a significant impact between the two vehicles. Our initial scene size-up risk assessment revealed that there was no entrapment. However, there's two injured drivers. One of the drivers had a pretty significant laceration. Both parties were medically assessed. One is being transported to a local hospital. The other one has decided to seek hospital care after the arrival of his spouse.
A developer wants to bring two new restaurants to Pahrump. A request approved by the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission will help expedite construction. Brad Francis reports.
A developer wants to bring two new quick-service restaurants to Pahrump, an Arby's and a Dutch Brothers Coffee. They would occupy these two parcels, sandwiched between Tire Works and Nye County Veterinary Hospital on State Route 160. However, the developer told the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission it needed a variance, allowing the Arby's to be built closer to frontage road. Nye County Code requires a 20-foot setback from the property line. The architect was asking to build just 10 feet from the line. In its application, the property owner and architects said the waiver would allow the proposed Arby's to visually compete with McDonald's, located just south of the proposed site. John Woolberg, an architect with ArcVision Inc., says the waiver would also allow the drive-through and pass-through lanes to contain traffic within the parcel boundaries rather than overflowing onto frontage road.
Just to kind of reiterate on the drive-through stacking for these stores, we're seeing, before the pandemic, we were looking at about 70% business through the drive-through. Now it's closer to 80, 90%. It's gone up a lot just nationwide. So the important thing here is pushing the building up so that we can get more cars in that drive-through lane to avoid backing up onto the frontage road and blocking parking spaces within the parking lot. In addition to that, obviously, we'd want to get as far up and not be blocked by the McDonald's, which I think is two parcels down. Those are our kind of two major reasons for wanting to push forward into the current setback.
The Pahrump Regional Planning Commission approved the request, meaning the proposed Arby's can be built as planned. Developers were only asking that Arby's be allowed to be built closer to frontage road. Dutch Brothers, which would be built adjacent to Arby's, did not require a setback waiver. DRG Meats, an Arby's franchisee based in Las Vegas, is doing all the site work for both restaurants. Woolberg tells News 25 they hope to obtain a building permit for the Arby's within the next 30 days and hope to begin construction by January. There's no word on when construction on Dutch Brothers might begin.
Thanks so much, Brad. Well, we'll have more news right after this break, including some events happening this weekend.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
An agenda item in front of the Board of County Commissioners saw an approval of a site rental agreement between the county and volunteer-operated Radio Goldfield.
According to their website, the mission of KGFN, better known as Radio Goldfield, is to be the voice of Goldfield, and they strive to keep their community vibrant by providing quality programming and providing community access to the airways for the purpose of sharing music, experiences, news, and information with those in their listening area. Well, good news for listeners of Radio Goldfield. The site rental agreement with the county was approved unanimously. And according to Carl Brownfield of Radio Goldfield, the station is in the process of applying for an FCC license since a recent rules change now makes it possible for nonprofit broadcasters to apply for this type of licensure.
The FCC, after 9 years, is finally opening a window for nonprofit broadcast licensing, and we're applying for one for the Round Mountain area and also one for the Dyer Fish Lake Valley area. To bring hometown radio to them too, which we will always also provide weekly community calendar announcements to all the communities that we broadcast in. And I really thank you very much for your approval of this. This means a lot to us.
Well, it's that time of year. Get ready for this weekend, November 6th and 7th, for the second annual Stomp-A-Palooza at the Pahrump Valley Winery on Winery Road. This year features award-winning wines, a fantastic music lineup, wonderful food, and lots of vendors. It's time to kick off your shoes, roll up your sleeves, and stomp on some grapes. Get your tickets now before they're gone. For more information, log on to PahrumpWinery.com for the Stomp-A-Palooza this weekend, November 6th and 7th. The Southern Inyo Fire Protection District is gearing up for its biggest fundraiser of the year. The Firehouse Fling and Flea Market is this Saturday, November 6th, at the Tacoma Hot Springs Resort. Robin Flincham says the event is a major source of funding for the local fire department.
The Firehouse Fling is our annual fundraiser for the Southern Inyo Fire Protection District. Our agency is partially funded by a small parcel tax. We don't get any of the county funding that the other organizations do. So we hold our Firehouse Fling every year to have fun in the community, bring people together, and raise money for the fire department. We're such a small community and such a small population, but we have a huge area to serve. So that's part of what we need funding for, is to get people trained, to buy protective equipment, to keep the ambulances and the fire trucks maintained and up to speed. It can cost thousands of dollars to outfit every firefighter just so that they have the basic personal protective equipment to show up and keep themselves safe while they're fighting a fire. And they have to have wildland gear and all kinds of things like that. And the air tanks are so important. The Firehouse Fling is this Saturday, November 6th, and it starts at 9 a.m. We have a flea market, and we have all kinds of fun stuff to rummage through, but we also have craft vendors. We have people selling artwork and all kinds of interesting things. We have some amazing prizes for our auction and raffle. In the auction, we will have a signed, unpublished photograph of Tom Waits in Tacoma that he has autographed especially for the Southern Inyo Fire Protection District. We have an overnight stay, 2 nights at the Oasis in Death Valley. We have an overnight and dinner in Shoshone. We have original artwork and T-shirts. We'll be having lots of fun. We also have this year, we have a water vending kiosk in Tacoma that is our community clean water source. And so we're raising money to keep that open, and we'll have a booth selling lemonade and drinks and stuff.
Thanks so much, Robin. Well, again, the Firehouse Fling is this Saturday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Tacoma Hot Springs Resort. You can find out more information on Facebook at Southern Inyo Fire Protection District. Well, she's a coach, a teacher, and a lifelong volunteer, which makes her an incredible role model. This classroom hero has spent decades helping kids develop their fitness as well as their character through both how she teaches her classes and how she lives a truly altruistic life. Kim Martinez reports.
That away, that away.
Michelle Van Dyke is a 35-year career educator at St. Bernard's in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I've got the best job in the world because I'm the PE teacher. And so to watch that kid hit a ball for the first time or you know, learn how to throw a Frisbee and have it go where they want it to go, just to watch that excitement is just the best.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
More importantly, she teaches her kids how to be a bucket filler, Mikey's phrase for volunteering in the community. Mikey is a lifelong volunteer and has been involved in more causes than she can remember.
If anybody needs anything, I'm there. Let's get those bad boys on.
With that life motto, every week you'll find her here, providing physical therapy to Parkinson's patients through a program called Rock Steady Boxing.
Those people fight so hard every day to do normal everyday things because of Parkinson's, and they are so grateful that I take time out. Like, they are just like, they thank you all the time, and they appreciate you, and that's a bucket filler. Good. Reach. You want your life to be something that impacts others. That's what you want ultimately, and I think that's ultimately what God wants for you.
And she teaches her kids that being a good member of the community can be as simple as this.
Just be kind. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's got a mess. We all do. We all have a mess. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what the poor camera guy's going through. I don't know anything. But be kind. Reach out a hand and it'll be great.
A true classroom hero with a heart to serve anyone around her in need. Kim Martinez reporting.
Again! Oh, I faked you out!
She's awesome. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more news.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And the Nye County Sheriff's Office updates us about a suspicious package that was recently delivered to the Nye County District Attorney's Office.
On Tuesday, October 26th, a suspicious package was delivered to the Nye County District Attorney's Office in Pahrump. The District Attorney's Office contacted the Nye County Sheriff's Office to investigate. In an abundance of caution, the courthouse was immediately evacuated and Basin Road was closed in the area in front of the courthouse. The detention facility was also locked down. NCSO K9 Lotus, a bomb detection dog, was brought in but did not indicate the presence of explosive material. NCSO deputies and detectives then cautiously began to open the box and discovered wires strung inside the box. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department bomb squad was called in to further investigate the package. LVMPD used an X-ray device and were able to determine the device inside the package was not an explosive. The package was then fully opened to reveal a portable stereo with several additional wires inside. Nye County Sheriff's Office detectives were able to locate the suspect for an interview and determined that the package was a gift to the deputy DA as a thank you and not intended to be a bomb hoax or threat. No charges will be filed in this case.
And the CDC is now recommending Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children between the ages of 5 and 11 years old. The announcement comes after the FDA granted authorization last week.
The dose recommendation is 10 micrograms, which is smaller than the 12 to 15 and above patients, which got the same vaccine as the adult vaccine, the amount.
Previously, only children 12 and older were eligible for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Purva Grover, who is an emergency medicine physician for Cleveland Clinic Children's, says extensive research was conducted before the FDA granted approval for the new age group, and no major side effects were reported. She knows some parents may still be concerned about the safety of the vaccine, but says the benefits far outweigh the risks. She also notes that it will help bring normalcy back to the lives of many children who have had a hard time during the pandemic.
Younger kids are having a harder time than ever, which is, we have data from the pediatric EDs about how the number of patients coming in with behavior concerns, anxiety and stuff in that age group has doubled, tripled even. And that's because the society was shut down on them. So the COVID vaccine also provides this relief about going back to normalcy to a large extent.
Currently, only Pfizer has authorization to administer the vaccine to children. However, both Johnson & Johnson and Moderna are working on their own versions, which will still need FDA approval.
The Nevada Broadcasters Association honors people who have worked in the broadcast industry for at least 20 years. During this year's 25th anniversary gala held at the Four Seasons Las Vegas, the class of 2021 Hall of Fame inductees were recognized. Among them, 25-year broadcast veteran Marie Nelson Toland, who spent a number of years right here at KPVM.
It feels absolutely wonderful.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy. This is amazing. You know, it's really surreal. I mean, thank you guys so much for nominating me, because sometimes you don't think you're appreciated and you really are. And unfortunately, sales and marketing sometimes are the unsung heroes, but it was nice that you guys would honor me like this, so thank you. It means the world to me.
Congratulations. Well, it's time again once to meet a pet available for adoption from one of our local shelters. In today's Save a Pet, we're at Desert Haven, where we meet Mr. Whiskers.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers is a 2-year-old male all-black kitty with beautiful gold yellow eyes. Very, very friendly, gets along well with other kitties, extremely active. Mr. Whiskers has a little sad story. His home did catch on fire and his owner unfortunately passed away. So he is now looking for his forever home. He is a sweet little boy. If you want to come and see Mr. Whiskers or any of his friends here in the cat room at Desert Haven Animal Society, give them a call, 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside a little bit earlier today and seeing some of those trails from some of the aircraft flying over. We warned you about that they're going to be doing some aircraft and low-flying aircraft lately around our area. We'll have your weather report right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Great to be here on a beautiful fall day, all up and down Nevada from north to south. It's just popping. Look at this, 67 degrees, as much as 70 degrees in Carson City, all the way down to about Goldfield, and that's where the high 60s end. And Beatty takes over, getting all precocious at 76 degrees. Way to go, Beatty. Amargosa up to 82 today. Las Vegas just a tit shy of that at 81. And out in Death Valley, California, 90 degrees. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, looking at 76 degrees is our current temperature, and as much as 79 we saw today. Sun rose this morning in all its glory and promise for the hope of a new day at 7:09 a.m. It's setting this evening at about 5:45, so step outside. You got about 20 minutes. You can enjoy a beautiful sunset. Humidity kicking up to 37% tonight. I usually see that higher humidity and think, we got clouds tomorrow. They're saying no clouds tomorrow. They're saying beautiful, clear skies the next couple days. Clouds coming around Saturday, and the wind's kicking up just a little bit from current levels to about 13 miles per hour. Might get a little blowy on Saturday. Sunday, things returning to trim about 10 miles per hour. Winds, those clouds kicking in, and temperatures dropping down all the way into the lower.
Thanks so much, John. Well, it's time to find out what's happening in the Nye County School District with this week's Student News Report. Here's Luis Bozzato.
Hello guys, I'm Luis Cesato and I'm a senior at Pahrump Valley High School, and I have some more exciting information. For starters, Great Basin College is having their spring semester enrollments open, but if you wish to attend in-person classrooms, you will need full proof of vaccinations. For more information, please contact the GBC front office, which is the building in front of Pahrump Valley High School. Also, on November 12th and 13th at 7 p.m., Miss Unthank and PVHS students are hosting a play. If you guys are curious about that, please contact Miss Unthank through her email, and if you wish to purchase tickets, please buy them online. Regarding tickets, also for sports, they are only online tickets. So you can buy them through a QR code, through a website at Pahrump Valley High School, or you can come to the front office and buy it through their computers. But unfortunately, there is no physical tickets. But please support your Trojans at their sports events and plays, and everything here at Pahrump Valley High School. Have a fantastic day, students.
See you back here tomorrow night. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.